Herefordshire grows more cider fruit than anywhere else in the world. There are 500 different varieties of apples, probably, with about 1,500 different names. We are making cider the same way that Henry Weston used to make it in the 1880s.
We've got great heritage at Westons. It's one of our biggest selling niches, if you like, the fact that we've stayed true to form. We're making cider in the same process, we're using the same methods, great quality fruit, producing great quality ciders. But we started like most local farms. We actually worked with Herefords. Westons is still on the original site, we're called the Bounds. Our main business was Hereford cattle, and we used to part pay our staff in cider. So on a daily allowance you'd get what was known as a costrel, or a small barrel, and you'd come to the farm and you'd give one of these and you could take it out.
In the 1940s, my great-uncles were running the business with my father, Uncle Stafford and Uncle Leonard. My uncles were involved in the business until they died in the 1970s. My father was managing director and sort of chairman after when they died as such, and carried on the business. And then he started involving us, myself and my brothers, as part of the younger team coming into the business.
We used to unload the lorries when they come late, and also we have to, we're a bit short staff in the production. We used to go on the production line, look at the, make sure the bottles wasn't chipped or putting bottles onto the conveyor belt.
At this present time, I have two brothers who are directors with me in the business, and my son Guy, he's a cider maker here. We're very proud to be making cider. And you know, the cider is a small industry. We're only 9% of the long drinks industry. So there's huge potential of what we could do with the apple.
We still only make cider once a year, in September to December, and then use it through the rest of the year. I look at all the ciders, the analysis, the flavours of them, and I try and work out what is the best thing to do at that time to improve the consistency of our ciders, because we're commercial cider makers making cider in a traditional way, but we do need to be consistent because that's what our customers want.
Each day we normally start the production line 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. We will take a bottle from the beginning of each day off each line and each product that we run, and we have a taste panel at 9:30 in the morning to make sure it's all okay.
At Westons we employ about 220 staff, very much local workforce. Around 46% come from a 10-mile radius, so very much on the doorstep. And the rest of that makeup would be mainly places like Herefordshire, so really reinvesting back into the local county.
All our wastewater from the site here goes down to our wetlands, and then that irrigates our trees, so it's a virtual circle. It's just something nice and natural really, and it's keeping true to nature.
The company is very keen on keeping as sustainable as possible, and also biodiversity. So we have organic orchards as well as bush orchards, and within our organic orchards we encourage students to set up PhD projects looking at bird life, and now we've got this reed bed. We'll be looking at the biodiversity that brings. We try and reuse as much as we possibly can, so we use all the wastewater. Any glass that we don't use is recycled, any cardboard's recycled.
Our export business is a really important thing, because when I started working here we didn't export. People didn't know what cider was outside of, you know, sort of the Midlands and the Southwest really. So the popularity of it has grown, and on the back of that it is now being sold all over the world. So we export to 40 countries. We've actually got a business in Australia as well. So it's important for the future that we are in the export market. As a child growing up, we always used to have people knocking on the door, can we come and buy some cider? And it was becoming more of a regular occurrence, so we thought, oh, we ought to have a shop. So my mother used to go out and serve people when they used to come, and then we thought, well, let's offer a little bit more.
We have obviously a shop, we do daily tours, so we do 4 public tours every day. Those are obviously taking people around the site, going through the heritage, the history that the company offers, the cider making process, right the way through to the bottle at the end where they have a chance to try the ciders. We've also got a restaurant on site, kind of play area, so it's a whole host of different areas where we can offer tourism within the cider industry. Our visitors numbers ranges from sort of 45 to 50,000 a year, and lots and lots of footfall, lots of repeat visitors, lots of UK-based visitors, but also people coming from further afield, from abroad. We really are a tourist destination today.
When I came here, our turnover was about 5 million. When I became managing director, and it's now over 60 million. And that is really just working out what we can do next, working with the team around you. What do we want to do? How can we do it? What are the opportunities there? And then putting a plan in place to make it happen. So it's nurture what we've got and allowing it to carry on for future generations. This is our roots, so it's what we do. We've been making cider now for 135 years. We want to be making it for another 135 years.